Ted Barton rhythm dance starting in just a few moments. 24 teams from 20 countries. Here we go. Day 2 of competition, the final ISU Championship 2022-21 season. Great day of skating yesterday in the men's short program and the pairs as well. We'll finish today with the pairs free program. Medals being first up, the rhythm dance. These skaters so very young and talented.
Palume esimese grupi võistlejaid
Camera there by Yulia and Dmitry. First out from Georgia. I'll step aside as you get introduced to these
from Georgia,
athletes.
Yulia Lebedeva-Bitadze, Dmitry Parhomenko.
Look at your start order for
from
Group 1.
Slovakia, Anna Simova, Kirill Aksenov.
From Japan, Nao Kida, Masaya Morita.
From Israel, Elizabeth Tkachenko, Alexei Kilyakov. Ta on meil 17-aastane Julia, ta on sündinud Moskvas. Ta elab ka Moskvas, talle meeldib vabal ajal siis sporti teha, kindlasti ka vaadata, kuna talle meeldib ka filme vaadata. Dmitri on aga 21-aastane Orenburgist, on sündinud, elavad ja mõlemad siis treenivad ka Moskvas. Dmitri hobideks on autod, sõidavad siis või vaatavad autosid. Ja sellel aastal on nad ka juba võistelnud rahvusvahelistel võistlustel ka ja saanud seal juniorites siis 8. koha.
Yulia is 17 years old. She was born in Moscow. In her free time, she likes to watch movies and do sports. Dmitry is 21 years old. He was born in Moscow, and he's interested in cars. From Georgia, Yulia Lebedeva-Bitadze, Dmitry Parhomenko.
Anna on 16-aastane, sündinud Bratislavas ja elab praegu siis Ostrovis. Talle meeldib vabal ajal käia rattaga sõitmas, ujumas ja talle meeldib ka suusatada lisaks suisutamisele. Kirill on aga 20-aastane, sündinud Moskvas, aga praegu siis elab ka Ostrovis. Trenni teevad aga hoopis Itaalias, Bolzanos. Sellel hooajal olid nad Slovakkia meistrid juniorite klassis.
Anna is 16 years old, born in Ostrov. She likes to bike, swim, and ski in her spare time. Kirill is 20 years old. He was born in Moscow, and he likes to play table tennis. He also does some coaching. They are national junior champions. From Slovakia, Anna Simova, Kirill Aksenov.
Nao on 15-aastane, ta on Nagoyast pärit ja Kyotos elab. Ta on keskkooliõpilane ja talle meeldib süüa teha. Masaya on aga 18-aastane ja temale meeldib lisaks veel võrkpall. Aga sellel aastal nad on siis jäätantsus Jaapani meistrid juniorite klassis.
Nao is 15 years old. She was born in Kyoto and she likes to cook. Masaya is 18 years old. He was also born in Kyoto, and he likes to play volleyball in his spare time. They're national junior champions. From Japan, Nao Kida, Masaya Morita.
Elizabeth on 16-aastane Rockvillis sündinud. Talle meeldib lugeda, joonistada, tantsida. Aleksei on 17-aastane ja on sündinud Ameerika Ühendriikides. Mängib klaverit, joonistab, mängib videomänge. Tema isa on nendel ka üks treeneritest ja üle-eelmisel hooajal olid nad junioritel siis ka saanud 7. koha mõlemal korral.
Skaters, there is 1 minute left in this warm-up. Elizabeth is 16 years old and she likes to read, paint and dance in her free time. Alexei is 17 years old, he is a high school student and he likes to play piano, paint and watch video games. From Israel, as Elizabeth Tkachenko, Alexei Kilyakov.
Well, there's a look at your first group on the ice. Interesting that most of the young men in this event and yesterday's men's event like the video games. It's a common theme for hobbies amongst all the men and some of the women as well. Technology, a big part of all of our lives now.
Couples, your warm-up has ended. Please leave the ice.
Well, this is the skaters. These are the skaters that you will most likely see leading up to the 2026 Olympic Winter Games. They're young now, but in 4 more years, the experience gained and strength and energy they'll use in training will deliver many of these athletes into those games. So you're looking at the future,
Ladies and
that's for sure.
gentlemen, representing
Well, our
Georgia,
first team comes from
Yulia
Georgia,
Lebedeva-Bitadze,
17-year-old Yulia
Dmitry
Lebedeva-Bitadze and 21-year-old Dmitry Parkhamenko. This is their first Junior World Championship, coached by Alexei Sitnikov. 47.73, season's best in the rhythm dance. Competed in the Junior Grand Prix in both Košice and Linz, Austria, and they'll skate the blues to One Night Only from the Dream Girls.
Come on, baby. One night only. I have no doubt that I could love you forever. The only true ever is. I really don't have the time. I've got one night only. One night only. That's all I have to spare. One night only. Let's not pretend to care. I've got one night only. One night only. Come on, we press it on. One night only. We only have till dawn. We only have till dawn. One night only. One night only. Can't be tamed. The way you flicker like a cigarette flame. Hold it back, rocking like a hurricane. You got that look in your eye. I take one look and I'm high. And know I'm exactly your type. We've been together so nice. We acting so impolite. Think we don't call it a night. I call the chorus a night. First, I wanna see you walk that wall. Yeah. Better walk like. Got that look in your eye. I take one look and I'm high. And know I'm in so impolite. No, we don't call it a night. I call the chorus a night. First, I wanna see you walk that wall.
Representing Georgia, Julia Lebedeva-Bitatse, Dmitry Parkhomenko.
Well, the first team out in the rhythm dance, Yulia and Dmitry. You can see some pretty good basic skating skills in this rhythm dance. Of course, not all the levels of difficulty will go through that. Most of these teams, particularly early on in the first couple of groups, are really in the development stages. I'm always looking from a coaching perspective to see how the basic skating skills there, the posture, you know, all the types of things you want to see in a junior. The first time out at the World Junior Championship. It's always exciting, and you just want to get started, get some experience, and get some inspiration to continue on for years to come and try to lead into the Olympic Games in the future. Let's take a look at some of the elements here. Some of the midline stuff. That's only in at a level 1, so missing 3 of the features there. There's the twizzles, level 4 for Yulia and level 3 for Dmitry, so missing 1 feature there. There's the arms moving up over the head and back down. They have to be continuous movement. And the blues first portion, 3 no's, 1 yes. Same thing with the second blues portion. There's a straight line lift in at level 4. Just a reminder that the key points in each portion of the dance are 2 for the women, 2 for the men. They either get a yes, they got the edge or the step, or no. And that's what I referred to, the no's and the yeses on the blues portion of the dance. Well, as a coach, it's so interesting working with novices, juniors, and seniors. We'll talk a little bit more about the coaching as we go through today's events. Let's take a look at the rhythm dance scores for Yulia and Dmitry, 45.09. They are the first team out in this
Yulia
event.
Lebedeva-Bitatse, Dmitry Parkhomenko from Georgia have earned in the rhythm dance 45.09 points.
It's a little shy of their season's best of 47.73, but a good start here at the World Championship for the juniors. Next up from Slovakia, 16-year-old Anna Simova and 20-year-old Kirill Aksanov, coached by Matteo Zani. 46.96, their season's best, earning that in Ljubljana on the Junior Grand Prix this past season. And they'll skate a funk, a blues, and a disco. Well, nice job by Anna and Kirill. Good basic skating skills throughout this program. And they look pretty happy with the performance.
Representing Slovakia, Anna Simova, Kirill Aksionov.
And as I watch all these juniors, it's so interesting to see the stage of their development as skaters, of course, as just people as well. They're really quite young and thinking of the next 4 to 5, 6 years of development as they grow into adults and more power and speed and emotion and connection. But are all the basics there? Yeah, they are with this team. And a really nice set of twizzles right off the top of the program, both level 4. Fast and close, really well done. You can see the basics of this dance taught well. And grasp the rhythm dance quite nicely at this young age. Here's a look at the twizzles. They have the blade, the hand above the head. Nice and close, good synchronization. Level 4 for both with a plus GOE of 0.72, so a total of 7.56 for that one element. See how close the blades are here. There's a straight line lift in at a level 4 as well with a plus 0.46. It's had not a look of focus and concentration or fear, but enjoyment on the ice, so important. That quite often comes later on in their career. Nicely done. And the key points, they had 3 out of the 8 key points as yeses, 5 were no's, so the detailed steps, the correct edges for each, the man and the woman. Such a detailed and precise aspect of the dance and scrutinized very closely by the panels. Let's take a look at the rhythm dance scores for Anna and Kirill from Slovakia. Their season's best was 46.96, and there it is, 50.36, so pretty happy with that. Big improvement over their season's best this season right here at the Junior Worlds. Currently in first place, second team out.
6 points, which is their new season's best, and they're currently in the first place.
Well, next up from Japan,
skaters
Naokita and Masaya
Japan.
Morita,
Naokita
15
Masaya
and
Morita.
18 years old, coached by Kathy Reed, also choreographed by Kathy, of course, well-known dancer and choreographer in Japan. Had the pleasure to work with Kathy before, and just a really delightful person. And coaching here this young team. There's Kathy right there. Skating 4.5 seconds by Rihanna and Diamonds.
I think I've had enough. I might get a little drunk. I say what's on my mind. I might do a little time. Now I'm 4 or 5 seconds from wildin', and we got 3 more days till Friday. I'm just trying to make it back home by Monday morning. I swear I wish somebody would tell me, ooh, that's all I want. Yeah, I'm about 4 or 5 seconds from wildin', and we got 3 more days till Friday. I'm trying to make it back home by Monday morning. I swear I wish somebody would drive it. Ooh, that's all I want. 4 or 5 seconds from wildin', and we got 3 more days till Friday. bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Fine light in the beautiful sea. I chose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. At first sight, I felt energy of sun rays. I saw the life inside your eyes. Tonight, you and I, we're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
What a great performance by Nao and Masaya from Japan. You could see the really enjoyment
Representing
on their
Japan.
face and in their
Now,
choreography.
Kida Masaya Morita.
Well, all the Japanese skaters have such great basic skating skills, power, and ice coverage and speed throughout the program. You could see that clearly in this team, but also it was not reserved. It was open and free and exploring space with choreography with positive energy. You can see there both of these young dancers. Look how much joy they have coming off the ice. I think that comes through their coach, Kathy. What a great job, Kathy, trying to work hard at increasing the dance program in Japan. And this is a good indication of the success that Kathy and the Japanese Federation are having in ice dance, getting more skaters involved. Nicely done. Charming. Very charming. Let's take a look at some of the elements on the first blues portion. I have a 3 with 3 yeses and a no, so good score on that, 5.05 for that first blues portion. The second one comes in at 3 no's and a yes. There's a look at the pickup on the straight line lift. Level 4, the plus GOE. Twizzles, level 4 for both. And a positive GO as well. Just a little out of sync there in the first set there, just a little bit. Diagonal steps in at level 2 with a plus of 0.83. So all the elements in the pluses of the GOE. So good quality and execution. Most impressive is their joy. Great job. They don't actually have a season's best because they haven't really been out. Those Japanese skaters were not on the Junior Grand Prix this past season. Let's take a look at their scores in the rhythm dance here at the World Junior Championships. First time. 52.02. That's a good score. And that'll put Nao and Masaya currently into first place.
Naokida, Masaya Morita from Japan have earned in the rhythm
Nice job.
dance 52.02 points, and they are currently in the first place.
Thank you.
Next skaters
Well, on the ice
representing
from Israel, Elizabeth Tkachenko and Alexei Kilikov. Elizabeth 16, Alexei 17, coached by Alexei Kilikov. Senior, 47.28, season's best 2 years ago. Skating hip-hop, blues, and a hip-hop.
touch this. My music hits me so hard, makes me sing. Oh my Lord, thank you for blessing me. What am I to run and do like this is good? When you know you're down, a super homeboy from the Oak Town, and I'm known as such. And this is people you can't touch. Hammer time. Slide your rump just for a minute. Let's all do the rump. Yeah. Can't touch this. Break it down. Stop. Hammer time.
Well, really nice job by Elizabeth and Alexei. Lots of energy throughout that dance.
Representing Israel, Elizabeth Tkachenko, Alexei Kilyakov.
All these young teams, even the seniors, make it look so easy, but it's so difficult to perform on top with the music and the dance and then be so technical down below with feet. Correct edges and all the elements as well. Lots of energy throughout that program and some really good levels as well, plus all positive GOEs. So the quality of each one of their elements was rewarded by the judges. Plus way. Let's take a look at the energy right off the top of the program by Elizabeth. Completely committed to the rhythm. There's a look at the twizzles, level 4 for both, the plus 0.93. So great score off those twizzles, first element in the program. Nice unison as well. Rotational lift in, level 4, of course. 0.53 GOE. Now the first blues portion, 2 timing items with a 1 no and a yes on the other key points. And same thing on the second blues portion. So they have a couple timing issues.
Stop. Hammer time.
Well, quite often early on in the event, you'll see teams that are just developing will focus and concentrate on the technical part and not
The
so much
scores,
energy in the
please.
performance. Not true in the first teams that we've seen here.
Iisraeli
Giving great energy throughout the program. Let's take a look at the rhythm dance scores. 52.36 for Elizabeth and Alexei. That'll move them currently into first place.
Elizabeth Tkachenko, Alexei Kilyakov from Israel
Very close
have earned
between
the rhythm dance
the team from Israel and Japan.
52.36 points, and they are currently
Both.
in the first place.
Really great programs, lots of
aga
energy.
nüüd, kallid pealtvaatajad ja uisusõbrad, sirutame korraks selga, ringutame ja anname jää puhastamiseks veidi aega.
There's a look
Me
at your
jätkame
standings
võistlustega
after
15:01.
Group 1.
We will now take
Good
a short
start to
break
this
for
event.
ice resurfacing, and we'll continue with the competition.
There'll
at
be an ice
15:01.
resurfacing now, and we'll
Thank
continue
you.
with Group 2. We'll take a short break and be back with Group number 2. More to come from Tallinn, Estonia, and the Junior World Figure Skating Championship.
Sitting here eating my heart out, waiting for some lover to come. Dialed about 1,000 numbers lately, almost rang the phone off
can't touch this. My music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord, thank you for blessing me. What a mind to rhyme and to hype me. It feels good when you know you're down. A super dope homeboy from the Oak Town, and I'm known as such. And this is a beat you can't touch. Stop. Hammer time. Move, slide your rump. Just for a minute, let's all do the bump. Bump, bump, bump. Yeah. You can't touch this. Break it down.
Welcome back, everyone, to Tallinn, Estonia, World Junior Figure Skating Championship 2022. I'm your host, Ed Barton. Rhythm dance, group number 2, getting ready to get onto the ice for their warm-up. There's lots of excitement, lots of nerves, too. When you're young, it's just a thrill to be at this level and to perform. They've, of course, watched this discipline and their heroes and idols for years, particularly in this Olympic season. Now it's their chance to show where they're at in their development here at the World Junior Championships. Reminder, there are 5 elements that you'll be looking at in the rhythm dance. 2 blues portions. One will be going away from the judges, and the other will be coming directly at the judges at the start of their steps. Twizzle sequence, of course, everyone knows that. That's the big element in ice dance in both the free program and in the rhythm dance. Midline step sequence, or a step sequence, and a lift as well. Those make up the 5 elements in the rhythm dance program. Both junior and senior ice dance teams had to select the street dance rhythm, or at least 2 different rhythms from hip-hop, jazz, reggae, blues, funk, swing, crump, popping, and disco. Not even sure what some of those are myself, but I've seen them at all. They could not, however, choose music with aggressive or offending lyrics, of course, in order to comply with the ethical values of sport. Junior teams have to use the blues dance for their pattern dance element to any of the announced rhythms and tempo of the music throughout the pattern dance. The juniors have to skate 2 sequences of the pattern dance element, either one after the other or separately. The first step of the sequence had to be skated on different sides of the rink, so one will be coming at the judges and the other one will be going away from the judges.
Please welcome the next
let's
group
get
of
introduced
speakers on the
to
ice for
group
a
number 2
5-minute
of the
warm-up.
rhythm dance.
Representing Turkey, Jillian Autumn Prever, Agahanberg Dirtkol.
Representing Hungary, Reka Leveles, Balázs Leveles.
Representing Austria, Anita Straub, Andreas Straub.
Representing Czech Republic, Denisa Chimlova, Willem Wawsza.
Representing Italy, Giorgia Alimberti, Matteo Libasse Mandelli. Jillian on 17-aastane, Agahan on aga 18-aastane. Muideks, tal on täpselt 2 nädala pärast sünnipäev ja siis ta saab juba 19. Ja sellel aastal on nad, sellel hooajal on nad siis võistelnud ka korra rahvusvahelistel võistlustel ja juunioride klassis saavutanud siis 6. koha.
Jillian is 17 years old and Agahan is 18 years old. They're coached by John Kier and Alper Uçar. From Turkey, Jillian Autumn Prever, Agahan Berk Dirtkol.
Reka on 15-aastane, pärit Budapestist ja Balázs samamuti Budapestist pärit, tema on juba 17-aastane. Rekale meeldib tema kass ja talle meeldib ka süüa teha. Balázs aga tema lisaks uisutamisele ka uisutab. siis tõmbsud rullide peal, aga sellel hooajal 2021-2022 õnnestus neil siis ka olla oma maa meistrid juuniorite klassis.
Reka is 15 years old, and in her free time she likes playing with her cat and cooking. Balázs is 17 years old, and he enjoys skating. They're based in Budapest, and they're national junior champions. From Hungary, Reka Leveles, Balázs Leveles.
Anita on 14-aastane, pärit Viinist ja Andreas on 17-aastane, ta on ka päris pikk poiss, 192 centimeetrit, nii et aga Anitale siis meeldib ka klaverit mängida ja balletti tantsida. Andreas on aga muusikahuviline, talle meeldib rattaga sõita ja ujumas käia. Sellel hooajal, kui nad treenivad ka Viinis ja ka Brno's, aga sellel hooajal on need siis ka Austria hõbemedali omanikud meistrivõistlustel juuniorite klassis.
Anita is 14 years old, and she likes playing piano, ballet, and dancing in her free time. Andreas is 17 years old, and his hobbies are music, biking, and swimming. They're based in Vienna, and they placed second in the National Junior Championships. From Austria, Anita Straub, Andreas Straub.
Denisa on 18-aastane, Willem on 19-aastane. Nad treenivad Itaalias Milanos ja nende treener muideks Barbara Fusar-Poli oli siis olümpia pronksimedali omanik jäätantsus. Kahel viimasel hooajal on nad juunioride meistrid Tšehhi Vabariigis.
Skaters, there is 1 minute left in this warm-up. Denisa is 18 years old. She likes dancing, listening to the music, fashion, and being with her friends. Ilham is 19 years old, and his hobbies are sailing, windsurfing, tennis, piano, and traveling. From Czech Republic, Denisa Cimlova, Willem Vasa.
Georgia on 19-aastane, Matteo aga 21-aastane. Treenivad Komos Milanos ja nemad on sellel hooajal siis ja eelmisel hooajal juuniorites saanud nii 4. kui 5. koha.
Georgia is 19 years old and Matteo is 21 years old. They placed 4th in the National Junior Championships. From Italy, Giorgia Giamberti, Matteo Libas Mandelli. Skaters, your warm-up has ended. Please leave the ice.
And there's a little closer look at all the teams on the ice, a little background and their hobbies and their interests, their ages, of course. Some of them are quite young, 14 years old, and to be at a World Junior Championship. As they all come off the ice, first team up right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, representing
From Turkey, Jillian Autumn Krever and Agahan Bert Dortkal. From Turkey, coached and choreographed by John Kerr, of course. Famous John Kerr from Great Britain. Had a great career, very innovative skaters. Skating to Seven Nation Army, a cool cat in town.
I'm gonna fight 'em all. A seven-nation army couldn't hold me back.
and the wheels are turning. Dancing on ice, but the temperature's rising. She steps in the club and the walls are burning. There's a cool cat in town, never settled down. Cat in town, never going down. One day she's even heading for the crown. A cool cat in town.
Representing Turkey, Jillian Autumn Prever, Agahanberg Dirtkol.
Well, out of the 5 elements for Jillian and Agahan, 4 of them are in the minus. Actually, all of them are in the minus GOEs. So that's about quality of the execution of the technical element. What I am more impressed with through all the skaters, no matter what the discipline is during COVID, they've had a lot more time to spend on basic skating skills and haven't had as much time to compete. And that's in some ways been a good thing because there's a lot of time spent, needs to be a lot of time spent on just the basic skating confidence and skills early on in the development stages. And even though this team has the minuses on the technical elements from the quality perspective, their basic skating skills are pretty solid and a good place to start. The young team, no personal best score, so not a lot of competition, or if any, this season. So they're really at the early stages of development. So look at the twizzles in the level 2 for Jillian and level 3 for Agahan. Yes, a loss of balance and a step out of that second set by Jillian. Portion of the Blues
She steps in the club and the walls are burning.
with 5 no's and 3 yeses on the 8 key points.
Never settle down.
The midline steps in at level 1. We haven't seen a step sequence yet higher than level 1. That will come over the next few groups. The thing about Ice Dance is so incredibly detailed. We as viewers enjoy the external performance connection with the music, but from a technical perspective, the detail in which the technical panel and judges look at the skills is with a microscope.
The scores,
It takes
please.
so many years to perform at the highest level in that detail. Let's take a look at the rhythm dance scores. 41.02 for Jillian and Agahan, and that will put them currently into 5th place.
Jillian Autumn Prever, Agahanberg Dirtkol from Turkey have earned in the rhythm dance 41.02 points, and they're currently in the 5th place.
Well, next up
skaters
from Hungary,
representing
15-year-old
Hungary,
Reka Leveles and 17-year-old Balas, coached by Nora Hoffman. 36.64 season's best at Ljubljana Junior Grand Prix this past season. Skating a blues and a swing. The sun's going to shine again and mess around by Ray Charles.
around, mess around. They're doing the mess around. They're doing the mess around. Everybody doing the mess around. Now you see that girl with that diamond ring. She knows how to shake that thing, mess around. I declare she can mess around. Ah, mess around. Everybody do the mess around.
Well, a couple of mistakes by Balash just in the basic skating, just losing his balance. We'll take a look at that in the program. On this team is early on in their development stages, so not quite as confident and comfortable,
Leveles, Balas Leveles.
having to focus and concentrate on each step and their balance, and that will diminish the ability to perform at the highest level, focused also on the technical elements coming off the ice. You can see just looking at each other going, okay, made a couple mistakes there. It's a journey. It always is a journey. There's Nora Hoffman, of course, a really strong ice dancer for Hungary for many years, the European and World Championship. So they're really in good hands, but they're early on in their development and mistakes are going to be made. Experience is gained here at the Junior Worlds, getting to watch other skaters their age. And they'll go home and want to work harder and spend more time. There's a look at the curve lift. That's in at level 4, so all features accomplished on that. The plus GOE of 0.20. The Blues portions have 7 no's and 1 yes in both those. There's a twizzles. You can see quite far apart. And Reka loses the balance, has to let go of the blades. We'll see what happens here. For Balash, that looks okay at that moment. But at the very end of the second set, he trips and goes down. There's a little bit later in the program.
She can mess around. Ah, mess around. Everybody do the mess around.
But with one fall in the program and another little trip,
Yes, dog.
their season's best 36.64, so may not reach that score here today. Just a challenging performance. But it's all part of it. If you don't have those, no one skates clean all the way in their career. So these moments are valuable later on. They don't feel good on the day, but they help you learn moving forward. Times, you know, when mistakes are made, there's not a lot to say in the kiss and cry. You certainly don't want to
The scores, please.
add on any more disappointment. Just give it a bit of time for reflection. Let's take a look at the scores for the rhythm dance.
Ungari võistluspaar Reka Leveles, Balas Leveles.
Reka and Balash, 31.73. That's 6th in the rhythm dance.
Reka Leveles, Balas Leveles from
Falling about
Hungary
5 points
have
short of
earned
their
in the
season's
rhythm
best.
dance
That's okay.
31.73 points, and they're currently in the 6th
We'll learn
place.
something here and move forward and get better.
Next skaters representing Austria, Anita Straub.
Next up from
Andreas
Austria,
Straub.
Adidas and Andreas Straub. 14 years old, 17, 32.38, season's best in Linz Junior Grand Prix this past season, skating hip-hop, blues, and jazz.
hey, let's kick it. Love is a lie, sucking you dry. Love's not a friend until the end. You can call it a game, you can choose your own name. When it's stuck in the vein, there's no greater pain. I got a bell with no sound. I got a horse with no heart. I got no way. Love is life. Love is life. Love is life. And you know I don't live down. Now there was a time love was floating in my mind. Not a tear, not a doubt, till I figured it out. Now more than hell, love is wagging its tail. My heart, I cry, love is alive. I got a bell with no sound. I got a horse with no hide. Go away, down.
Well, one of the very difficult things in dance is when one of the partners falls, the other partner's just got to continue on. And how long does it take you to get back
Representing Austria,
into the dance
Anita Straub,
with your partner?
Andreas Straub.
It becomes so clear and obvious as they become separated. And Andreas fell into the corner and had to chase to get back into the dance. Again, young team just in the development stages, working hard on getting confident and comfortable in just the basic skating skills so performance can continue to grow. Without those skating skills and security, you're always a little apprehensive to perform at a higher level. Sort of a conflict. Your brain goes perform, and the other part of the brain goes, no, stay focused on the steps. And until you are on kind of automatic pilot, it's always a challenge. That's just time. That's just experience. And some of that was gained right here. Let's take a look inside the rhythm dance. The second blues section, all four key points were a no. Let's see, crossing the foot over, deep outside edge there. There's a look at grab the blade and the twizzles. Andreas on quite a lean there, straightens it up, and Anita comes out a little early. Level 3 for Anita, level 2 for Andreas. A little loss of balance right there. There's a pickup into the rotation lift, that's level 4. All 5 of the elements were slightly in the minus GOE, so they're losing some points on the quality of the execution. always a battle between, do I go difficult and lose quality, or do I go more simple and improve the quality points? But at this stage of development, you just have to continue to work on the basic skating skills. Things will become natural, and the level of your confidence in skating, the skills will get better along the way as well. Let's take a look at the rhythm dance scores for Anita and Andreas from Austria. 33.73, that's the season's best. That'll put Anita and Andreas currently into 6th place.
Anita Straub, Andreas Straub from Austria have earned in the rhythm dance 33.73 points, which is their new season's best, and they're currently in the 6th place.
Well, our next team comes from the Czech Republic.
Next
18-year-old
skaters
Denisa
representing Czech Republic.
Simlova and
Denisa
19-year-old Willem Lavasa.
Lavasa.
Coached and choreographed by Barbara Fusopoli. 53.34, good score, earning that in Linz, Austria in the Junior Grand Prix this past season. And they'll skate, there's Barbara right there, they'll skate the rhythm dance at Car Wash, My Eyes Adored You, and Strong Enough. Well, so unfortunate for Willem, just hitting the toe pick on the twizzles and taking a fall. But the rest of the program, pretty well skated. Good, strong, basic skating skills. You can see that throughout the program. Kept good speed, momentum, good acceleration as well. Deep edges.
Denisa Kimlova, Willem Lavasa.
The basics are there. The execution on this day had a few issues. Out of the 5 elements, 2 are in the minus GOEs. Of course, the Twizzles with a minus 1.30, but 3 of the other elements in the positive GOEs for the quality. So that's good. He said he had no idea what happened. He hit the toe pick. I'm not sure if we'll see that on the replay. But I like the basic skating and aggressiveness of this team. Let's see what happens here. Here's the beginning of the Twizzles. Right there, hits the toe pick, and just the leg picks up, goes down, gets right back up into the Twizzles. So still got a level 3 for Denisa. The blues portion, all key points not achieved, so 8 no's on that. Probably just a little disturbed with that fall, so loss of concentration a little bit. Rotational lift in at a 4 with a plus 0.59. That was nice. And midline steps at a level 2, so that's good. With a 0.97 positive GOE, so good quality on that step sequence. Well, 53.34 is their season's best. They won't reach that here now. But if you look deep into the program, you see some good, strong skills, basic skating skills, lots to build on there, of course, on the next coaching staff. Much more to come from this team in the future. Let's take a look at the scores. 43.01. And that'll put Denisa and Willem currently into 5th place.
Denisa Chimlova, Willem Wawsza
Just a
from
little
Czech
upset with
Republic
that fall, and
have earned in the rhythm dance 43.
bit of a tough day in the rhythm dance. We've seen a number of falls so far.
Our next skaters representing Italy.
From Italy, 18-year-old Giorgia Galimberti and 20-year-old Matteo Labasi Mandelli. 50.87, their season's best this year from Krasnoyarsk in the Junior Grand Prix earlier in the fall, or back in the fall, skating the blues and the hip-hop.
This flavor with the homies Black Street and Teddy, the original rough shakers. Down, baby, gotta move it all down. Strictly Gucci, don't play around. Cover much ground, got game out now. Can't get her out of my mind. Wow, I think about the girl all the time. I like the way you work it. I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it. I like the way you work it.
Well, nice job by Georgia and Matteo. Aggressive throughout this dance. Good, strong, basic skating. Allowed them to perform at a higher level. Really fast twizzles. In the first blues segment, all 4
Italy,
yeses on the
Georgia
key points.
Galimberti,
Haven't seen that in this
Matteo
event at all.
Mandelli.
So really precise and well performed. And for those young skaters out there that are watching this event, it's so important, maybe more boring in practice, to work so hard on basic skating skills. You just can't do it enough because it gives you the confidence and security to be able to perform with the upper body at a much higher level. And this team has demonstrated the security in their skating and the quality in their elements. Their season's best was 50.87. Not sure if they'll meet that score here, but coming off the ice, very pleased with their performance. No major errors. And this is the first blues portion. All 4 key points successful with a yes. Nice extension, unison of the 3 legs. And again, good basic skating skills, depth of edge. Here's the midline steps. This is in only at a level 1, so missing 3 of the features required. There's the twizzles of the blade, a little bit out of synchronization, and the tail loses a bit of balance there. Manages to hang on. And the last set, arms moving up, constantly moving. They can't stay still. They need to continue to move to get that feature. There's the rotational lift at level 4 with a plus 0.39. So nice elements, nice performance by Giorgia and Matteo from Italy.
Ciao Lori. Ciao zio. Ciao Simon. Ciao ragazzi a casa. Ciao GGR. Bravi. Soddisfatti? Sì. Bene. Guardate che abbiate patinato bene. Poi adesso vediamo come verrà giudicato. Però voi avete fatto il vostro e sono stracontento. Dovete pensare in 10 giorni che ci siamo messi in bolla. Siete stati bravissimi.
The scores, please.
Bravi.
Oh, the rhythm dance scores for Giorgia and Matteo. Season's best 50.87, and they have a new season's best at 51.50. They look pretty happy with that score. That will move them up into 3rd place for the moment. Well done.
From Italy have earned in the
There's a
recent
look at your
dance
top 5 on the leaderboard.
51.50 points, which is their new season's best, and they're currently in the 3rd place.
And there's a look at the standings so far after 2 groups. Group number 3 about to take to the ice for their warm-up.
Please welcome the 3rd group of skaters on the ice for a 5-minute warm-up. From Switzerland, Kylie Maximek, Maximilien Rayer.
From Great Britain, Fee Becker, James Hernandez.
From Poland, Olivia Oliver Joshua Andare.
From Estonia, Tatjana Bunina, Ivan Kuznetsov.
From Ukraine, Maria Pinchuk, Mikita Pogorev.
Kayleigh on 17-aastane Genfist pärit ja talle meeldib siis rattaga sõita, sporti teha, süüa teha, sõpradega väljas käia. Maximilian on 18-aastane, pärit Prantsusmaalt, Lyonist. Treenivad ka Lyonis ja sellel hooajal olid nad siis juuniorite oma maa hõbemedali omanikud.
Kylie is 17 years old and Maximilien is 18 years old. They train in Lyon, France, and their coach Olivier Schoenfelder is the 2008 World Ice Dance Champion. From Switzerland, Kylie Maximek, Maximilien Rayer.
Phoebe on 16-aastane Londonist pärit, James 20-aastane ka Londonist pärit ja treenivad nad Astonis, New Jersey's, Ameerikas. Nemad on sellel hooajal Suurbritannia juuniorite meistrid.
Phoebe is 16 years old. She likes gymnastics, horse riding and dance. And James is 20 years old. He enjoys tennis, cycling and golf. They're national junior champions. From Great Britain, Phoebe Becker, James Hernandez.
Olivia on 19-aastane Varssavist pärit ja tema ka teeb süüa ja tantsib. Joshua on 19-aastane pärit Kanadast, Cathamist. Temale meeldib kaljudel ronimas käia ja lumelauaga sõita. Treenivad nad Kanadas ja eelmisel hooajal olid nad juunioride meistrid omas maas Poolas ja üle-eelmisel hooajal siis ka teise koha omanikud.
Olivia is 19 years old. In her free time, she likes to bake and dance. Joshua is 19 years old. He likes rock climbing, snowboarding, and reading. They train in Canada. From Poland, Olivia, Oliver, Joshua, and Dari.
Nii Tatjana kui Ivan mõlemad 17 aastased, mõlemad Tallinnast pärit. Tatjanale meeldib uusi keeli õppida. Ivan aga põhiliselt ikka uisutab muudkui. 2 hooaega tagasi, siis 2019-2020 olid nad Eesti meistrid juuniorites.
Tatjana is 17 years old and she likes to learn new languages. Ivan is 17 years old. He's a high school student. They train in Tallinn. Tatjana's sister Katerina, who is 3 years older, also competes in ice dance at the international level. From Estonia, Tatjana Bunina, Ivan Kuznetsov. Skaters, there is 1 minute left in this warm-up.
Maria on 16-aastane, Mikita on 19-aastane, mõlemad pärit Harkivist ja õpivad ja Mikitale meeldib lugeda. Nad on treeninud ja võistelnud, nad treenivadki Harkivis siis kui vähegi võimalik ja viimastel aegadel siis on nad saanud päris häid rahvusvahelistel võistluste kohti.
Maria is a 16-year-old student from Kharkiv. Mikita is a 19-year-old student from Kharkiv who likes to read in his spare time. From Ukraine, Maria Pinchuk, Mikita Pogorelov.
Well, there's a little bit more information on the teams on the ice in the warm-up.
Couples, you warm up
Number
has
4.
ended. Please leave the ice.
Pardon me, group number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, representing Switzerland.
Well, from Switzerland,
Kylie
17-year-old Kaylee
Maximilian
Maximek and 18-year-old Maximilian Rahe. 17 and 18, 45.91. Season's best, Courchevel, week number 2 on the Junior Grand Prix this past season. Skating the rhythm down to high for this. And can't feel my face. Well, nice work by Kaylee and Maximilian. All the elements in the plus GOE, so the quality of their elements really helping them on the scores. And 2 elements are under review by the technical panel. Just looking at the blues portion number 2
Kaylee Maximilian
and the twizzles.
Rahiera.
Je sais pas ce qui se passait là. Bien. Très bien. Bien mon grand. Bien sûr. Vous avez super.
Well, let's take a look at some of the elements here. The blues portion starting out with number 2, 2 yeses, 2 nos. And same with the second one as well. Here's a look at this pickup on the straight line lift in a level 4 with a plus GOE, 0.26. Nice gliding edges. You don't see a lot of snow in the toe picks. There's the synchronized twizzles. Really good start in unison. Level 4 for Kaylee, level 2 for Maximilian. So just missing 2 features there for Maximilian. Right there, hits the toe pick, breaks the twizzle a little bit. Midline steps at the end of the program in a level 2 with a plus GOE of 0.28. Season's best, 45.91. Looking to top that score here at Worlds.
The scores, please.
Rhythm dance scores.
Šveitsi
Kaylee
võistluspaar
and Maximilian,
Maximilian
season's
Rahiera
best,
teenisid
49.24.
rühmitasu 49,24 punkti, mis on
That
nende
will
hooaja
put them
parim
currently in
tulemus.
fifth
Ja
place.
on hetkel 5. kohal.
Kylie Maximilian Rahier from Switzerland have earned in the rhythm dance 49.24 points, which is their new season's best. They are currently in the 5th place. Our next skaters representing Great Britain, Phoebe Becker, James
18-year-old Phoebe
Hernandez.
Becker and 20-year-old James Hernandez from Great Britain, coached by Nicholas Buckland and Penny Coombs. 50.84, season's best, earning that in Gdansk on the Junior Grand Prix last fall. Skating the blues to Heartbreak Hotel, jive to Jailhouse Rock, and street dance to A Little Less Conversation, all by Elvis Presley.
Here he is, the big reception with Elvis Presley.
Oh, really nice job by Phoebe and James from Great Britain. Really strong skating skills, allowing them to perform at a much higher level. This was the best performance that we've seen so far in the rhythm dance. Lots of energy throughout, not having to worry about the skating, the balance, and the skills. They are an automatic pilot for that. Plus GOEs on every single one of the elements, 2 of them well above 1. So the quality of each of their technical elements really at a high level, the highest so far in the competition. You can see them coming off the ice. Big smiles, pleased with that performance. You know, great energy all the way. And when you see the upper body and the facial expression engage with the music, you know that the technical work on the skating is done, and they're confident and they're comfortable on the ice and in performance. First set of the Blues, all 4 key points, yes. So that was great. 6.18 on that first Blues portion. Second one not as good, but 2 yeses, 2 nos. There's a look at the Twizzles. Great unison going in. Good speed. Level 3 for Phoebe and level 4 for James, but a 1.35 GOE. So the quality of that element really high and rewarded as such. And you can see engagement in the performance. There's the rotational lift right at the end of the program with a plus 0.79. Level 4. Season's best, 50.84. I think they're going to beat that here by quite a bit. Very strong performance.
Hey, Dad. Lizzie.
Nicely done.
And in America. Thanks for everything.
Thank you.
Hey, Penny. Hey, Penny. Wish you could be here.
The scores, please.
Referring to Penny Coombs, of course. One of their coaches back home. Let's take a look at the scores for the rhythm dance. Season's best, 56.63. Good score. That'll put Phoebe and James currently into first place.
Phoebe Becker, James Hernandez from Great Britain have earned in the rhythm dance.
There's a look at your top 5 on the leaderboard.
Which is their new season's best, and they are currently in the first place. Our next skaters representing
Well, from Poland, Olivia Oliver and Joshua Andari, both 19 years old, coached by David Islam, Mitchell Islam, Kelly Johnson, James Callan, trained in Canada, Barrie, Ontario, 49.81 season's best at the Gdansk Junior Grand Prix. Skating the Blues to Ain't No Sunshine and Funk. Play that funky music.
Sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away, I wonder this time when she's gone. I wonder if she's gonna stay. There ain't no sunshine when you're gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away, and I know. Can't leave the young thing alone, 'cause ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only dark clouds
Well, Olivia looked really happy at the end of the program with that performance. 5 elements, 3 are under review.
Representing Poland, Olivia Oliver, Joshua Andari.
All nicely done. We'll take a look at some of the elements in the program. And pretty good basic skating skills. It's so difficult to focus both technically and artistically in performance at the same time with so much detail. There's a look at Mitch Islam as his team comes off the ice. They train out of Barrie, Ontario, just about 45 minutes north of Toronto. First Blues portion at 2 yeses and 2 nos. All the elements in plus GOE, so good quality there. There's the Twizzles, level 3 for Olivia and level 4 for Joshua. Good unison. A nice post as well. The second Blues portion, all 4 key points with a no. Midline steps into level 2. Have not seen a level 3 yet in the step sequence in this dance, but we will probably in the next few groups. Curve lift in at a level 4, so 49.81, their season's best. And looking to try to top that here at the World Junior Championship.
Scores, please.
And here we go.
Poola võistluspaar Olivia Oliver, Joshua Andari. Teenisid
Yes, season's best, 50.70.
mis on nende hooaja parim tulemus ja on hetkel 5. kohal.
And that'll put Olivia and Joshua currently into 5th place. There is your leaderboard, top 5. The Q beside the teams means they have qualified for the free dance. 20 teams will move on.
Our next
Well, from
skaters
Estonia,
representing Estonia,
17-year-old Tatiana Bonina and 18-year-old Ivan Kuznetsov. Hometown favorites, coached and choreographed by Leah Rand. 47.26, season's best. And competed both in Courchevel and in Ljubljana this past Junior Grand Prix season as they will skate their blues to the Black Eyed Peas. Well, great energy throughout this program for Tatiana and Ivan. Didn't achieve all the levels they wanted to. 3 elements under review.
Representing Estonia.
But really strong performance.
Tatiana Bonina, Ivan Kuznetsov.
Right in front of the hometown fans, of course, their skating mates and friends and family. Always a little bit more pressure, but sometimes it's just also fuel for you. And you can see Tatiana just really enjoyed this. Had lots of energy throughout that program, really performed at a high level. Big smile on their faces coming off the ice. It's a lot of hard work, but it is also a lot of fun. You put yourself on the line. It's pressure to step out on that ice all by yourselves or together and perform at a world championship right here in your hometown. Not easy. So well done by Tatiana and Ivan. Take a look at some of the elements. On both blues portions, they did not get any yeses, so all 8 no's, in fact, for the key points. But the steps were in the plus GOEs, so that's good. The Twizzles in at level 4 for both Tatiana and Ivan, the plus 0.93. So good score coming out of that Twizzle section of 7.77. Midline steps in at just a level 1 for difficulty, but a 0.97 for quality. And the rotational lift in the level 3. So missing 1 feature on the rotational lift, but a plus 0.79 for the GOE. Quality-wise, all in the pluses, missing some of their levels of difficulty. And you can hear the fans in the background cheering the home team on.
The scores, please.
47.26 is their season's best so far. Here at the Junior Worlds, they'll earn a new season's best of 50.26. And that will move Tatiana and Ivan currently into 7th place.
Tatiana Bonina, Ivan Kuznetsov from Estonia have earned in the rhythm dance.
And they do qualify for the free dance.
Which is their new season's best, and they're currently in the 7th place.
Well, next up,
Our
from
next
Ukraine,
skaters
16-year-old
representing
Maria
Ukraine,
Pinchuk,
Maria
19-year-old
Pinchuk,
Nikita Pogorylia. 53.75, their season's best in Gdansk on the Junior Grand Prix. And coached by Galina Churilova. Skating the blues, your heart is as black as night, and swing, brothers, swing.
The story I told is your
Well, good energy throughout this program for Maria and Mikita. 5 elements, 3 are under review. And there's a great message. We stand with you.
Representing Ukraine, Maria Pinchuk, Mikita Bogorilov.
Both coming off the ice with big smiles. Thrilled to be out there. Feeling good about the performance. In very difficult times. For the first blues portion of the dance, 2 timing items, 2 yeses, plus GOE on all the elements in this program. Nice and close. Good unison. Pick up on the twizzles, grab the blade, just slipping for Maria in at a level 3 for Maria, level 3 for Mikita. So missing one of the features there for both. The midline steps into level 2 with a nice plus 1.25 GOE, so good quality on the midline steps. Rotational lift in a 4 with a plus 0.79 for GOE as well. Now their highest score this season, 53.75.
The scores, please.
Ukraina võistluspaar Maria Pinchuk, Mikita Bogorilov.
Dance scores for Maria and Mikita, 52.39, just shy of their season's best, but that'll move them currently into second place.
Ukraine have earned in the rhythm dance 52.39 points. They're currently in the second place.
Ja nüüd anname teile jälle võimaluse veidikene sirutada, sest me laseme jääl puhtamaks ja korda saada. Me jätkame kell 15.
There's a look at your standings so far. Phoebe and James from Great Britain, 56.63. Maria and Mikita from Ukraine, 52.39. And Elizabeth and Alexei from Israel, 52.36. Pretty close, pretty tight competition up top. The Q, of course, means that those teams have qualified for the free dance. Well, we have 2 more groups to come. We'll take a short break during the ice resurfacing and be back with group number 4. Much more to come from Tallinn and the 2022 Junior World Figure Skating Championship. Stay with us. We will be back.
Hammer time. Slide your rump just for a minute. Let's all do the bump. Yeah. You can't touch this. Break it down. Stop. Hammer time.
Swing on, run after, come on, the switch again. Swing on, run after.
Ça filme.
J'arrive pas à rester sérieuse. Moi, je suis enceinte.
Quelqu'un. Non, il va te chercher. Moi qui arrive maintenant, 57 Exact second. 55 seconds.
Palume nüüd järgmise võistlusgrupi võistlejad soojenduseks jääle.
Please welcome the fourth group of skaters on the ice for a 5-minute warm-up.
Merci.
Representing France, Eva Bernard, Tom Jocum.
Representing France, Célina Fragi, Jean-Anne Fourneau.
Representing Republic of Korea, Hana Lim Ye-kwan.
Representing United States of America, Andrew Aline Caleb Wine.
And representing Germany, Daria Grimm, Michael Savitsky. Eva on pärit ja Eva on 17-aastane ja Tom on 17-aastane. Mõlemad siis treenivad Villard de Lansis Prantsusmaal ja nendel on siis sellel hooajal olnud, eelmisel hooajal võistlused olnud siis mõned ja saavutanud ka mõne juunioride teise koha.
Eva is 17 years old. She's interested in drawing, music and sports. Tom is also 17 years old and his hobbies are video games, music and sports. From France, Eva Bernard, Tom Jocum.
Célina on 16-aastane ja talle meeldib ka lisaks uisutamisele ka muusikat kuulata. Jean-Han on 18-aastane ja tema vaatab televiisorit ja mängib loomadega. Ja sellel aastal siis on neil, sellel hooajal on ka mitmed võistlused toimunud ja viimasest said siis näiteks teise koha juuniorites.
Célina is 16 years old and in her free time she likes to listen to the music and she likes skating. Jean-Han is 18 years old and he likes to spend his time watching series and playing with animals. From France, Célina Fragi, Jean-Anne Fourneau.
Hanna on 17-aastane, tema on pärit Kanadast, North Yorkist ja ta tantsib, teeb süüa, loeb, joonistab. Jee on aga 20-aastane ja on üldse pärit hoopis sünnilinnana ka Reykjavikust Islandilt. Nad treenivad Kanadas Montrealis sellel hooajal 2021-2022 aastal juunioride meistrid Koreas.
Hannah is 17 years old and she likes to dance, bake, read and paint when she's not skating. Ye is 20 years old and he was born in Reykjavik, Iceland. He likes to read and watch TV shows. From the Republic of Korea, Anna Im Ye Kwang.
Angela on 18-aastane ja muideks ta sai eile 18-aastaseks, tal oli eile sünnipäev. Ontariost pärit ja mängib klaverit, joonistab, kalligraafiaga tegeleb ka. Caleb on 21-aastane, tema saab muideks 22-seks nüüd täpselt 4 päeva pärast. Treenivad nad siis ja teevad nii kõvasti trenni, et sellel hooajal 2021-2022 juunioride teine koht.
Angela turned 18 yesterday on the 14th of April. She likes to play piano, paint, and do calligraphy in her free time. Caleb is 21 years old. He is a college student who likes to paint, read, and write poetry. From the United States of America, Angeline Caleb Wine. Skaters, you have 1 minute left in this warm-up.
Darja on 15-aastane ja Wuppertalist on pärit, aga tema üks lemmiktegevus on hobi ninja. Michail on 18-aastane, Offenbachist pärit. Treenivad Oberstdorfis ja Saksamaa meistrid sellel hooajal juunioride klassis.
Dara is 15 years old. She's a high school student who likes to watch Hobby Ninja. Michael is 18 years old. They both train in Oberstdorf and they're national junior champions. From Germany, Daria Grimm, Mikhail Savitsky. Skaters, your warm-up has ended. Please leave the ice.
Well, there's a look at group number 4, a little background on their hobbies. And now the level of skating continues to grow and improve as we move into the final 2 groups. You'll see significantly more speed and security in the skating skills. And some really good teams that had great success throughout the Junior Grand Prix this past season.
Ladies and gentlemen, representing
And we'll
France,
start
Eva
with the
Bernard
team from
Tom
France,
Jocum.
17-year-old Eva Bernard and 18-year-old Tom Jocum. They're coached by Karine Arabe Nars. 56.43, their season's best in the rhythm dance, earning that in Ljubljana on the Junior Grand Prix. They'll skate to Black Swamp Village. Well, strong skate for Eva and John. Some nice elements here, good basic
Representing
skating
France.
skills.
Eva Bernard, Tom Chamkoul.
Placing fourth on both their Junior Grand Prix this past season, so just off the podium, but making their mark. And wanting to climb up into the final group for the free dance at the Junior World Championship, but a lot of really good teams coming up in the final 10. And it's going to be a battle. Let's take a look at some of the elements. The first blues section in at 3 yeses and 1 no for the key points. With a plus GOE of 0.60, so 5.35 earned on that first blues sequence. Nice, no snow at all up in those blades. They're not on the toe picks. They're carrying their flow very nicely. There's a look at the twizzles in at level 4 for both Eva and Tom. 4 of the 5 elements under review, so the technical panel, you can see the synchronization off there a little bit in the twizzles. Here's a sliding move in the midline step. That is in at a level 2 with a 1.11 GOE, so good score on that. Curve lift at the end of the program, level 4, all 4 features accomplished with a plus 0.59. 56.43, their season's best, earning that on the Junior Grand Prix. We'll see how close they come to that. Top score so far, 56.63 by Phoebe and James from Great Britain. That's the score to beat.
The scores, please.
So looking for that 56-point range to take over the lead, or to be at least in the top 3. 53.43, that's second for Eva and Tom in the rhythm dance.
Tom from France have earned in the rhythm dance 53.43
There's a look at your top
points,
5 so
and they're
far
currently in the
this
second
event.
place.
Pretty close competition.
Our next skaters representing France.
Oh, the next team
Selina
also
Fragi,
comes from France.
Jean
16-year-old
Hans
Selina
Fournot.
Fragi and 18-year-old Jean-Hans Fournot. They're coached by Karen Arabet. 57.25. Season's best Krasnoyarsk in the Junior Grand Prix. Skating the blues to Ain't No Sunshine and disco to Blame It On the Boogie.
You ever want something that you know you shouldn't have? Right now, I just feel cold. So cold. Down to my bones. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Without warmth when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone. Long anytime she goes away. Yeah.
Well, really nice performance by Selena and Jean-Hans. You can see the great quality of their skating skills. Out of the 5 elements, 3 are currently under review, but really good levels and really good performance as well.
Representing France,
Plus GOEs on
Selena
all the
Haji,
elements, so the quality is
Jean-Han
there.
Forneau.
And you can just see the confidence of teams to perform when they feel comfortable on their blades and not having to think about the details. And you can see a little bit of that in this team. Really nice step sequence. Lots of rhythm, lots of performance. That's into the level 2. That was the last element of the program with a really nice 1.39 GOE for that element. And the twizzles as well, both level 4 with a 1.25 GOE, so good points earned on those 2 elements. There's a look at the straight line lift off the top of the program, level 4 with a plus 0.79. The first blues portion of the dance, 2 yeses, 2 nos. The second, 3 yeses, 1 no, so total 5 yes, 3 nos, and that key points. Good lean there. Pick up on the twizzles, have the blade, and above the shoulder. Just a little bit out of sync on that end of the first set. They're really fast and did those twizzles nice and close as well. The midline steps here, lots of performance with the upper body. And just a little bit of attitude right there. Nicely done. Well, 57.25, their season's best so far. See how close they come to that. It's always nice to have your season's best right here at the World Junior Championship. It's been a long break since the Junior Grand Prix series. There was no Junior Grand Prix final, so a lot of time to prepare for this event. Let's take a look at the rhythm dance scores for Selena and Jean-Hans. Season's best, 57.36 as they take over the lead. Great job.
Selena Haji, Jean-Han Forneau from France have earned in the rhythm dance 57.36 points, which is their new season's best, and they are currently in the first place. Our next
Pretty
skaters
thrilled with that
representing
score
the
and
Republic of
placement. Next
Korea,
team up from
Hannah
Korea,
Im Ye
Hannah
Kwon.
Lim, 17 years old, Ye Kwon, 20. Marie-France Debray, Patrice Lazon, Roman Hagenauer, Benjamin Brisebois, Pascal Denis, the coaching team in Montreal. 59.87, earning that in Krasnoyarsk on the Junior Grand Prix. They will skate to Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
So much fun to watch this team. Just bags of personality and energy throughout this program. Just aside from the technical
Representing
elements,
Republic of
they
Korea,
reach the highest level for themselves
Hana Lim Ye Kwan.
in putting an energetic, dynamic performance together. And they look like they have a lot of fun doing it. So much fun to watch. They have something unique, something special with this team. And I'm sure we'll see much more in the coming years. 4 out of the 5 elements under review, just checking some of the details on those elements. We'll go through some of them in the replays. But they love to skate, they love to perform, and you can see it and enjoy it.
Thank you.
You happy?
Yeah.
That was fun?
Yes.
Happy? Yep. Fun? Yep. And we can see it. Let's take a look at some of the elements here. Diagonal steps in at level 2 with a 2.21 GOE. Great quality score on their opening element. There's a look at the straight line lift, level 4 with a 1.24 GOE as well. They started the program with a bang and really hit the high GOE scores. Twizzles come in at a 4 for each partner with a 1.56 GOE. Great quality, good speed, nice and close, good unison. And interesting because they start the last 2 elements in the blues portion of the dance, which is unusual. Usually that starts the opening of a rhythm dance, or at least in the middle. Rarely seen right at the end, but it was unique in both portions, receiving positive GOEs. 3 no's, 2 yeses, 2 timing items. That was fun. 17 and 20. They'll be around for years to come.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
Our last time doing Gangnam Style. Oh yeah.
I had a feeling you might do it in shows sometime.
Oh yeah, very true. Show probably. Yeah.
Really charming personalities both on and off the ice.
Oh, like there's like a wire here, and then it always gets caught, and it's like staying on the ground. It always gets caught in here.
A little dental work going on. You'll love their free dance as well. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Great
move
performance.
forward. Oh, that's good. And the skin is already really thick there, so okay. Scar.
A lot of detail there. Well, 59.87 their personal best, which is a pretty good score. If they come close to that, they will take over the lead. We'll see. Right now, Selena and Jean-Hans from France in first with a 57.36, so looking to top that score to take over the lead.
Handshake. Look, we made this handshake. What was that? We made a handshake.
Well, they look like they have a lot of fun together.
Yeah. That was single, and we also have double.
Can't wait to see the double.
After free.
The scores, please.
Here we go. Scores for the rhythm dance for Hana Lim and Ye Kwan from Korea. 58.82. Not their season's best, but enough to take over the lead. Lot of approval. Pleased with that. A lot of fun to watch, that's for sure. More to come.
58.82 points, which is and they're currently in the first place.
Yeah, last time I was like. Oh no.
Here we go, next team up from the United States, Angela Ling, 18 years old, Caleb Wang, 21 years old. They're coached by Dmitry Ilin, 63.65, earning that top score in Krasnoyarsk and the Junior Grand Prix this fall, last fall, skating to Ain't No Sunshine and get up off of that thing.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away, wonder this time where she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away, wonder this time where she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and it's not anytime she goes away.
Well, that was a good performance as well. Great energy, especially through the step sequence. That was lots of
Representing
fun.
United States of America, Angela Ling, Caleb Vine.
Well, Angela and Caleb were third, grabbed a bronze medal in Krasnoyarsk on the Junior Grand Prix. They were fifth in Linz, the final Junior Grand Prix of the season. So they certainly had good results early on this year. And here at Junior Worlds, great performance. Their season's best, 63.65. And they'll need to get into 60s to take over the lead. But solid skating skills, good quality of all the technical elements. Let's take a look here. That first blue sequence, 2 no's, 2 yeses, 0.83 plus GOE. Look at the depth of that edge. Lean on the boot. The second sequence comes in at 3 yeses, 1 no. Twizzles have the blade, barely for Caleb, got it. Level 4 for both, with plus 1.67 GOE. So good total score of 8.51 on the Twizzles. Nice. Nice and close there as well. Just the step sequence there, well timed together. Level 2 in the midline steps with a 1.94 GOE, so a great score there, and a rotational lift also in at 4 with a plus GOE. really maximized their points, 63.65, season's best. Anything over 58.82 will take the lead. Really consistent team.
The scores, please.
And here we go. Scores for Angela and Caleb from the United States, the rhythm dance.
Ameerika Ühendriikide võistluspaar Angela Linn.
61.43. That is first in the rhythm dance so far. And they will take over the lead in the event.
Angela Lynn, Kaylee Twine
Number
from
of
United
teams yet to
States of
come, and
America
all
have
very
earned
strong as well, but
dance
they're in first.
61.43 points, and they're currently going into the first place.
Well, next on the ice, team comes from
Our
Germany,
next
15-year-old
skaters
Daria Grimm
representing
and
Germany,
18-year-old
Daria
Mikhail
Grimm,
Savitsky.
Mikhail Savitsky.
57.69, their season's best. And Linz, Austria, the Junior Grand Prix. They're coached by Roslav Sinison. Skating the blues, going crazy and swing.
My head is reeling. Oh, what a feeling. There's something hurts my brain. Feel just like screaming. I'm like a demon. I swear I'll go insane. If you knew what I gone through, you would feel the same way too. I'm going crazy with the blues since I have heard heartbreaking news. My honey man's done thrown me down. Now he's spreading all his sugar every place in town. Gave him absolutely everything I had. I'm going crazy with the blues since I heard heartbreaking news. My honey man done thrown me down. Now he's spreading all his sugar, all his woman bad. I'm going crazy with the blues. Of all the boys, of all the boys, boys, of all the boys, 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 of all the boys, of all the boys I've known and I've known some. First met you with lonesome, came inside of my heart, grew like the world was new to me. You're swell, I'll admit you deserve expressions that fission. Rack my brain hoping to explain things you do to me. By mere fisty shame, please let me explain. By mere fisty shame means that you're grand. I could say fella, fella, even say fun about each language surely goes to show how wonderful you are. I try to explain by mere fisty shame. Kiss me, oh kiss me.
Wow, that was a strong performance. Great confidence, skating skills, and performance throughout the program. Really strong technical scores as well.
Germany, Daria Grimm, Mikhail Savitsky.
And that was so smooth and so comfortable and confident throughout the program. It didn't look like they concentrating or having to think too much. They were just on automatic pilot and enjoying the ride. And that's the secret. That's the key for dance. They're both coming on pretty happy. That's as planned. That's as choreographed and as trained for and nicely delivered at the world level in juniors. Just 2 elements under review.
Of all the boys.
Now the blues portion, first blues portion got all 4 yeses, so a nice score on that. There's the look of the twizzle, level 4 for both with a 1.46, so great quality, good unison, nice distance.
Rack my brain hoping to explain things you do to me.
You can see the synchronization really nice. A little bit off there near the end, and drifting apart a bit, but not a major problem. Second blues portion of the dance, 3 yeses, 1 no, so 7 out of the 8 key points were a yes. Here's a look at the midline, steps in at 2 with a really healthy 1.94 GOE, so great quality score on that. Rotational lift in at 4, 0.98, so really 57.69, their season's best. They should beat that here, maybe even take over the lead. Just going to need a 61.43. That's for Angela and Caleb. They're currently in first place from the United States. But will this score beat that? We'll find out right now. Season's best, 62.47. That's first. I think that is a tie. Let's see.
Daria Grimm, Mikhail Savitsky from Germany have earned in the
There's
recent
the
dance
leaderboard. No, sorry, I've got it wrong.
62.47, which is their new
Angela
season
and
best,
Caleb were
and they're currently in the
61.43.
first place.
So Daria and Mikhail take the lead. Great job. And there's a look at the standings so far after 4 groups.
Palume viimase grupi võistlejatel soojenduseks jääle tulla.
Please welcome the last group of skaters on the ice for a 5-minute warm-up. From Cyprus, Angelina Kudryavtseva, Ilya Karankevich.
From Canada, Natalia D'Alessandro, Bruce Waddell.
From Canada, Nadia Bashinska, Peter Beaumont.
From United States of America, Ona Brown, Gage Brown.
From United States of America, Katarina Wolf-Kostin, Jeffrey Chan.
Angelina on 16-aastane, pärit on Ljubertsist ja talle meeldib tantsida. Ilja on 18-aastane, tema on pärit Tumenist ja temal meeldib lugeda, tantsida, süüa teha, raamatuid lugeda, üldse uudiseid lugeda, sportida ja tantsida. Sellel hooajal 2021-2022 on nad väga erinevates kohtades võistelnud ja toomustad juba 3 kuldmedalit juunioritest.
Angelina is 16 years old and she likes to dance. Ilya is 18 years old and his hobbies include reading, dancing, cooking, reading news, doing sports and dancing. From Cyprus, Angelina Kudryavtseva, Ilya Karankevich.
Natalie on 17-aastane, pärit Torontost. Bruce on ka Torontost pärit. Natalile meeldib fotograafia ja söögi tegemine ja fitness. Aga Bruce, tema kogub riideid, mängib klaverit, sõidab vahepeal rulaga ja siis lihtsalt mängib. Treenivad on Torontos ja sellel hooajal on siis ka Kanada juunioride meistrid.
Natalie is 17 years old. She likes to bake, do fitness, and she's also interested in photography. Bruce is 20 years old. His hobbies are collecting clothes, playing the piano, skateboarding, and gaming. They train in Toronto. From Canada, Natalie D'Alessandro Bruce-Weddle.
Nadia on 18-aastane Kiievist pärit ja Peter 21-aastane, tema on Rotherhamist, Suurbritanniast pärit. Nadiale meeldib süüa teha, tantsida ja kohvi juua. Peter aga tema sõidab rattaga, käib trennis seal jõusaalis ja siis käib vahepeal ka grillimas, sööb kõhu korralikult täis. Treenivad Torontos ja 2019-20, 2021-2022 on nad Kanada hõbemedali omanikud juuniorite klassis.
Nadia is 18 years old. When she's not skating, she's either baking, dancing, or drinking coffee. Peter is 20 years old, and his hobbies are cycling, gym, painting, and grilling. They live and train in Toronto. From Canada, Nadia Bashinska, Peter Beaumont. There is 1 minute left in this warm-up.
Oona on 17-aastane Long Islandist ja Cage on ka Long Islandist. Neil on väga palju hobisid ja nad jõuavad kõik uisutamise kõrvalt veel teha ja nad on päris palju võistelnud ja toonud siis ka omas riigis 4., 3. ja teisi kohti.
Una is 17 years old and Gage is 19 years old. They are brother and sister. From the United States of America, Una Brown, Gage Brown.
Katariina on 17-aastane, talle meeldivad loomad, talle meeldib loodus, kunst. Jeffrey on aga 19-aastane, fotograafiaga tegeleb ja lindudega. Ja nad on siis sellel hooajal ka 6. koha saavutanud täiskasvanute seas.
Katarina is 17 years old and Jeffrey is 19 years old. Jeffrey's sister Karen also competes in the international level and she has represented USA at the Olympics. From the United States of America, Katarina Wolf-Kostin, Jeffrey Chan. Skaters, your warm-up has ended. Please leave the ice.
Well, there you were introduced to the final group in the rhythm dance. All really good teams. They've had a great success on the Junior Grand Prix this past season. They did not get a chance to compete against each other at the Junior Grand Prix final, of course, because that was canceled. So this is it. All the top teams
Ladies
on the
and
ice
gentlemen,
at the same
representing
time, and we'll
Cyprus,
find out
Angelina
who
Kudryavtseva,
ends up on
Ilya
the podium.
Karatsevich.
As we get started, the team from Cyprus, Angelina 16, Ilya 17, coached by Alexei Sitnikov, 60.54, earning that in the Slovak Republic, the Junior Grand Prix. They were 7th there and winning the bronze in Gdansk on the Junior Grand Prix earlier in the fall. Skating to Ruby Blue by Murphy. Well, very unique and innovative program by Angelina and Ilya, even in the blues portion of the dance. Different positions, bending low on some of those deep edges.
Representing Cyprus, Angelina Kudryavtseva, Ilya Garankic.
Just one review, taking a look at the twizzles. But some very nice basic skating skills, some innovations. The GOEs are all in the pluses, not so many. Only one is a +2. That's midline steps right off the top of the program. The rest of them are not over 1. So the GOEs are not bad, but not as good as some of the other teams we've seen so far. See where that score ends up to be. And here's a look at some of the elements. This team has something unique and special for sure. Pushing the barriers, looking to explore some innovations. In the second blues portion, 3 yeses and a no. In the second blues portion, all 4 were yes. So good scores on that. There's a straight line lift at level 4, a +0.98. Here's a look at the second blues. Look how deep those edges are. Forward, inside to back, outside. There's the little hop into the twizzles. Level 4 for Angelina and level 3 for Ilya. It's a little out of sync there for sure. Well, their season's best, 60.54. They're going to need a 62.47 to take the lead. And they just short of that, 62.15. It's a season's best, though, and that'll put them currently into second place. And they're pretty happy with that.
Ilya Garankic from Cyprus have earned in the rhythm dance 62.15 points, which is their new season's best, and they're currently going into the second place.
Ever so close in the top 3 teams. 4 more to come.
Our next skaters representing Canada, Natalie
Next up from
D'Alessandro
Canada,
Bruce
17-year-old
Waddell.
Natalie D'Alessandro, 20-year-old Bruce Waddell, both from Toronto, Ontario, coached by Andrew Hallam, Jory Russell, Tracy Wilson, choreographed by Roman Hagenauer, 64.48, personal best in Slovakia. They won that competition skating the blues. Son of a Preacher Man, Hitting the Fan, and Pump It by Black Eyed Peas.
Billy Ray was a preacher's son, and when his daddy would visit, he'd come along. When they gathered around and started talking, Lord knows to my surprise, the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. You see, he was. Oh, he was. Yes, he was. How well I remember the look that was in his eyes, telling me that he's all mine, learning from each other's knowing, looking to see how much we've grown, and the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was.
the scene. Breaking on down for the B-boys and B-girls. We're in it, do they think? Up it, louder, come on, don't stop, and keep it going, do it. Let's get it on, move it. Come on, baby, do it.
Oh, super performance by Natalie and Bruce. Really high levels of GOE scores. Their season's best, 64.48.
Natalie D'Alessandro, Bruce Weddell.
They have a great quality of skating skills and power and momentum and performance throughout the program. Really pushing the edge, nice and deep. And good speed as well. 4 out of the 5 elements under review, just checking all the small details. Thumbs up there from Natalie and from Bruce.
Good job, good job. How'd that feel?
Pretty good, yeah.
Felt good?
Yeah, I'll see you.
It felt good. Good job.
There's Andrew.
Thank you.
No, it was good. Nice and consistent. Yeah.
Andrew Hallam, their coach, is checking how they felt about it. They felt pretty good, but of course, we're waiting to see the scores. First Bruce section, 2 yeses, 2 nos, but a 1.13 plus GOE. Haven't seen that yet in any of the blues portions of the dance. There's the Twizzles in at level 4 for Natalie, but just level 3 for Bruce, so missing one feature there. But a 1.77 GOE score on the Twizzles. And look at the midline step, just level 1 for the difficulty, but a 1.94 for the GOE. So, and stationary lift right at the end of the program, of course, that's a level 4 with a 1.18 GOE. Well, their season's best was 64.48. They're going to need at least 62.47 to take the lead. Coach Andrew Hallam beside Natalie and Bruce does such a great job with all his teams. Been a long season for these juniors and having to wait for the Junior World Championships this late in the year. At least they got it in, though, which is terrific. Great work by the ISU and by Estonia to host it. Scores 46 points. That's first in the rhythm dance. They're pretty happy with that. Not a season's best, but pretty darn close as they take over the lead. As you look at your top 5 teams so far, 3 to come. Well, next up, also from Canada, 17-year-old Nadia Bashinska and 20-year-old Peter Beaumont, coached by Carol and John Lane, Yuris Razguliev. 60.35 personal best in Krasnoyarsk on the Junior Grand Prix in the fall, as they will skate their blues, chances are, and swing to Peppermint Twist.
Chances are, 'cause I wear a silly grin the moment you come into view. Chances are you think that yes, you feel you'll always be the one and only one for me. And if you think you could, well, chances are your chances are awfully good. The chances are your chances are awfully One, two, three, kick. 1, 2, 3, jump. Come on, everybody, lend a hand. Oh, you're looking good. I'm gonna sing my song and it won't take long. I'm gonna do the twist and it goes like this. Round and round, up and down. Round and round, up and down. Around and around and up and down. And a 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, jump.
Well, solid performance by Nadia and Peter. And you can see smiles on their face. That was great energy throughout. Really good levels of difficulty plus GOEs.
Representing Canada, Nadia Mashinska.
All you can do is skate your
Peter
best.
Dumont.
And I think for this team, that was it. 5 elements, 3 under review. But good energy, great basic skating skills. Once again, when you have these teams at the higher level near the end of the competition can perform at a higher level because they're not concentrating or thinking about where their balance is or the next step. They're just performing.
Oh my gosh. That felt good. That felt good.
There's Coach Yuris Razguliev there with them. Stationary lift right off the top of the program, level 4 with a 1.11 GOE. Just such a beautiful lift. First blue section, 2 yeses, 2 nos. In the second blue section, all 4 key points were a yes. So great scores on that. Nice lean, deep edge, great unison with the free legs. There's the twizzles, grab the blade, hand above the head, coming down, the continuous movements. Level 4 for both Nadia and Peter with a 1.56 GOE, so 8.40 on that one element. Midline steps in at level 2, but a 1.94 GOE, so good quality on this last element of the program, the steps, right into the final pose. I don't know which camera that was. Great job.
Can I hear?
Well, 60.35 is their season's best. They'll need over 64 to take the lead,
Yeah.
but they should come close to their season's best with that performance. Really solid.
The scores, please.
I'm pleased with when you skate. You did your job. And here are the scores for Nadia and Peter from Canada. Season's best, 63.45. And that'll put them currently into second place with one team to come. So great score, great placement.
From Canada have earned a ribbon dance.
Solid performance. 2 teams to come, pardon me.
Points, which is their new season's best, and they're
There's a look at your
currently in the
leaderboard so
second
far.
place. Our next
Well, next up,
skaters representing
17-year-old
United States of
Ona,
America.
19-year-old
Ona
Gage Brown,
Gage
brother and
Brown.
sister team from the United States, both born in Long Island, New York. 63.70, their season's best in Austria. Linz, Austria, final junior Grand Prix of the season. Skating a hip-hop, How You Like Me Now.
Then I watch you 3 seconds later. I got you shaking your head, dancing instead of sitting. The rhymes kick, the beats hit back, coming back like Return of the Jedi. Sucker MCs in the place that said I could only rock rhymes and only rock crowds, but never rock records. How you like me now? Me now.
Wow, such strong skating skills. The ability to quickly change direction, skating so close together in unison throughout the program, really wonderful to watch.
Representing United States of America, Ona Brown, Gage Brown.
And aggressive in every element, so they kept pushing and accelerating into every technical element and carrying their flow throughout the program, really at a very, very high level. First two elements, very high GOEs. So we should see a pretty good score here, probably new leaders. They're coming off the ice with big smiles because when it all comes together, but brother and sister, they just know where each other are at all times. They skate really close. I've seen this team for probably 3 years now on the junior circuit and get better every time out. More confidence. Inline steps come in at level 3, so that's the highest step sequence we've seen in the juniors so far, with a 2.76 GOE for 10.46 for that one element. Awesome. There's the twizzles, level 4 for both. with a 2.08 GOE, total of 8.92 for the second element. So right off the top of the program, they had close to 20 points. The blues portion, 4 yeses and 4 no's, so sort of split the difference on that, on the key points. Rotational lift in at level 4, of course, with a 1.44 to GOE. So technically, you've got some great scores. The program component's very high as well. You'll most likely see the new leaders here. 63.70, their season's best. They'll need at least 64 to take the lead. 17 and 19 years old, so lots of time to continue to grow and improve their performances. We'll see that over the next number of seasons leading into the next Olympic Games 4 years from now.
And Jose, I got you.
There we go. Here are the scores for Ona and Gage Brown from the United States.
Ameerika Ühendriikide võistluspaar Ona Brown, Gage Brown.
Season's best, 66.98. They take over the lead in this event with one team to come.
Una Brown, Gage Brown from United States of America have earned on the rhythm dance 66.98 points, which is their new season's best, and they're currently going into the first place.
I'm from Long Island.
Keeping the character right into the kiss and cry. Next team up, compatriots from the United States.
Our
Katarina
next
Wolf-Kostin,
representing
17 years
United
old.
States
Jeffrey
of
Chen,
America.
19.
Katarina Wolf-Kostin,
Coached by
Jeffrey
Igor
Chen.
Spielban. Pasquale Carmelengo, 64.77 season best of the World Junior Championship 2 years ago in 2020. They were 6th in the Senior National Championships of the United States. Skating a blues to speechless. Diamonds are invincible, and human nature and smooth criminal.
Your love is magical. That's how I feel. Don't stop, baby. Keep on. Don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on. Don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on. Don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on. Don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. Always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking your girl's heart. And mama always told me, be careful who you love. Be careful what you do. To the lie becomes the truth. Hey. Tell him that it's human nature. Why does it do it that way? If they say why? Tell him that it's human nature. Why does it do it that way? I like living this way. I like loving this way.
Well, you can see just right there at the end of the program on Katarina's face.
Representing United States of America, Katarina.
Catching the toe pick right on the twizzles and falling on that first element. I just don't know how these athletes continue to perform at a high level after such a disappointment at the top of the program. This team vying for the championship. You can see coming off the ice pretty distraught. It's so difficult to cope emotionally with a mistake in the program and continue to perform at that high level. I thought they did a great job on that, but nevertheless, lost the points on that twizzle. Just a total of 2.33 on the set of twizzles, so maybe see what happens here, but I saw clearly they hit the toe picks. Watch Katarina right here, right there, hit the toe pick and got off balance. Gets back up quickly as she could get into the second set. Blues push of the dance, 2 yeses, 2 nos in the first sequence, and all 4 key points a yes in the second. So the damage was done on that first element. Rotational lift at the end of the program. Level 4 with a 1.24 GOE. So some good scores the rest of the way, and they'll still have a pretty strong score. Not nearly what they would have had without that fall. But just devastating for the athletes here at the World Junior Championship. Last team to skate, fighting for top 3 position, or at least in the final group for the free dance, and the mistake right off the top. And probably that mistake hasn't happened for a couple years for Katarina. But such a strong team, such a bright future, 57.05, and that'll put Katarina and Jeffrey currently in the 9th position in the rhythm dance.
Katarina Wolfkost and Jeffrey Chan from United
Solid,
States of America
really good
have
team,
earned the rhythm
difficult
dance
program here
57.05
today.
points.
They'll
They're
fight back
going
to the free
into
program, I'm
9th
most certain.
place.
Sellega on juunioride jäätantsu rütmitants lõppenud ja me jätkame juunioride.
Well, let's look at the final standings. Zona and Gage Brown in the United States, 66.98. Take first. Natalie and Bruce from Canada with 64 points take second.
See you again at 7 p.m. for the pairs.
And
free
Nadia
skating.
and Peter
Thank
Beaumont
you.
from Canada with 63.45 round out your top 3. And there's a look at the rest of the field. Well, next up, the pairs free program. And we're going to take a short break. Be back with the pairs free in just a little while. Much more to come from Tallinn, Estonia, and the Junior World Figure Skating Championships as we take a look at the top 3 finishers in the rhythm dance. Nadia Wyszynska and Peter Beaumont from Canada grab the 3rd place, the solid skate. Skating the peppermint twist. They grab the 3rd with 63.45. And in 2nd place, Natalie D'Alessandro, Bruce Waddell from Canada, 64 points. 2nd after the rhythm dance.
live from the Philippines, live and direct, rocking the scene. Breaking on down for the B-boys and B-girls, we're in it, do they think? Pump it, louder, come on, don't stop, and keep it going, do it. Let's get it on, move it. Come on, baby, do it.
And then first, after the rhythm dance, 17-year-old Ona Brown, 19-year-old Gage Brown from the United States. Solid, quick, agile, powerful program as they take the lead going into the free. Well, that concludes our coverage of the rhythm dance here at the 2022 World Junior Figure Skating Championship. Much more to come with the free program of the pairs. We'll be back in just a little while. Stay with us.
Continue, there's more on the menu, but I relax cause I'm so far in you. You had enough, I know you're overstuffed, and if I keep going, you'll be throwing up. Oh, rhymes I used to say way back in the day when you used to come to my parties and play. Nobody's ever gonna rock me in this side foul, so all I wanna say